He had suspicions, but the only possible explanation was a transposition in time as well as space. Tapper was a junior biologist. His budding career would be ruined if he advanced his suspicions without evidence. And there could be no evidence if he was right. Whatever remained of the area of West Virginia which had vanished was lost somewhere back in time. So Tapper accepted the loss of a year's work and went in search of greener pastures. He published his findings, to be sure, but only as dry, factual accounts in obscure publications. He made no attempt to draw conclusions or posit theories or draw any kind of public attention. It was just as well. His career would have been ruined, and for no good purpose. No one would have believed him. Even if someone had, the most extensive archaeological search of Central Europe would never have discovered the matching hemisphere. It was there, of course, in that region of Germany called Thuringia, but it was there almost 4 centuries earlier, and only for an instant. The moment those hemispheres had been transposed, a new universe split off from the old. And besides, the truth was far stranger than even Tapper ever imagined. Even he assumed that the cause was some kind of natural cosmic disaster. In reality, the Grantville disaster was the result of what humans of the day would have called criminal negligence, caused by a shard of cosmic garbage, a discarded fragment of what, for lack of a better term, could be called a work of art. A shaving, you might say, from a sculpture. The Asceti fancied their solipsist amusements with the fabric of space-time. They were quite oblivious to the impact of their art on the rest of the universe. The Asceti would be exterminated 85 million years later by the Fata Te. Ironically, the Fata Te were a collateral branch of one of the human race's multitude of descendant species. Their motive, however, was not revenge. The Fata Te knew nothing of their origins on a distant planet once called Earth, much less a minor disaster which had occurred there. The Fata Te exterminated the Asceti simply because, after many stern warnings, they persisted in practicing their dangerous and irresponsible art. Part 1. Tiger, tiger, burning bright, in the forests of the night. Chapter 1. I'm sorry about my parents, Mike. Tom gave the 2 people in question a look of resentment. I'd hoped... He broke off, sighing faintly. I'm sorry, I really am. You spent a lot of money on all this. Mike Stearns followed his gaze. Tom Simpson's mother and father were standing near the far wall of the cafeteria, some 50 feet away. Their postures were stiff, their faces sour. Their very expensive clothing was worn like suits of armor. They were holding the cups of punch in their hands by thumb and forefinger as if determined to make as little contact with the surrounding festivities as possible. Mike repressed a smile. Ah, yes. The dignitaries from civilization, maintaining their savoir-faire among the cannibals. They'll hold a cup of blood, but damned if they'll drink it. Don't worry about it, Tom, he said softly. Mike's eyes moved away from the haughty couple against the wall and surveyed the crowd. The gaze was filled with satisfaction. The cafeteria was a very large room. The utilitarian gray and cream walls had been festooned with an abundance of decorations which made up in cheerfulness and festive abandon whatever they lacked in subdued good taste. Many of the cafeteria's plastic chairs had been moved against the walls, providing a bright orange contrast, those few of them that were not holding someone. Long tables ranged near the kitchen were laden with food and drink. There was no caviar and no champagne, but the crowd which packed the room wouldn't have enjoyed the first. Fish eggs, yuck, and the second was prohibited by high school regulations. Mike wasn't concerned. He knew his folk. They would enjoy the simple fare which was piled on the